Hey guys, MCU Collector here with a new video. This one's going to be pretty short, actually. I just wanted to show you all this. I just picked up the Marvel Legends series premium roleplay, or whatever the line's called, but it's the Black Panther electronic helmet. So I have all the roleplay items that they've released so far, except for the 75th anniversary Captain America shield, which is the metal one. That's the only one that I do not have. Maybe one day, but man, I can't justify the $300 to $400+ it's going to cost to get it. But one day I would love to have it because it's more movie accurate than the plastic version. But this is the latest one. I just picked this up tonight at Best Buy of all places. I had like $15 in reward certificates, or actually I had like $5, and then they sent me a promotional $10. So I'm like, 15 bucks off, why not? $85 plus tax brought it down to just under 92 bucks. So it's a good deal. Couldn't pass it up because I have the rest of the set. I have to get this. I actually have all of the pieces together in this new display stand thing that I have set up. And I'll show you a picture of that. It's really cool. So I have to figure out now how I'm going to fit the Black Panther helmet into that display. And I'm sure I can. But I have to really figure it out. But anyway, let's get right to it. Let's go take a look at the box and the packaging. You see we have the Black Panther helmet here, looking really cool. The movie Black Panther logo there, because it absolutely is based off of the movie design. One thing, and I think it was on Instagram, somebody had talked about it, mentioned it, or maybe it was on Facebook. I can't remember where, but this does light up. It is a blue light effect, though, and they asked, well, why isn't it a purple light effect? And I don't have an answer, and I wonder if it was because of early concept that maybe the color was blue instead of the vibranium energy being purple. I have no idea, but it's going to look really cool, and I'll have the lights turned off so you can kind of see how it looks. But really cool. Here on the box, you can see it says Vibranium Light Effects. Oh, that's all it is, because the rest of it is in a different language. So that's the front of the box. Top of the box is basically the same exact thing. Side of the box, you get a side profile view of the helmet, and that looks really cool. Really excited to open this up. Other side, same thing. Here on the back, it talks about some of the features of the helmet. So here you can see it has a flip up lenses. So these lenses actually open up. So in the movie, I think the only time where he did that is in South Korea. I think they were in Seoul. Shout out South Korea. Right? That's where my mom's side of the family is, and that's where they actually almost all of them still live. But in Korea, he actually opens those lenses when he's about to attack Claw, and then you have all the bystanders, everybody's watching. That's when Everett Ross shows up with Nakia and Okoye, and they're like, hey man, you got people watching. So I think that was the only time in the movie. Maybe I'm wrong, but so the lenses open up. That one says Wakandan design. So obviously it is a Wakandan design because it's the Black Panther suit from Wakanda. Here we have adjustable interior padding, so you want to make sure that it's a good fit. So I guess the inside of it you can adjust to make sure that it's fitting on your head properly. And then here again, the vibranium light effects. You can see it says premium roleplay helmet here. Somewhere on the box it does say that it takes 3 AA batteries. So right there in the top corner it says 3 AA batteries, and there is the UPC for everyone. I don't know if you can kind of see that. 630-509-684-823. Let's get right to it. Open this up. Alright guys, here's the Black Panther helmet out of the package. And this thing is awesome. Flat out, it's great. I mean, the design of it is amazing. It looks huge though, so but it's kind of like the Iron Man helmet. I guess if you have a helmet, it's kind of expected to be big, even though in the movie, I think the vibranium suit is pretty thin, and isn't so bulky compared to like the Iron Man helmet. But here in having it in front of me, it is pretty large. Now, I think his name's Bobby, and I can't remember him, but he's involved with the roleplay items at Hasbro for Marvel Legends. And he had talked about like Mjolnir, the Captain America shield. Those different roleplay items are actually 1-to-1 scale from the movies. I don't know if that's going to still be the case here. But still could be the case, but it is pretty awesome. So really cool things. Some weird things too. So the first thing is you definitely want to read through the instructions on how to get the battery in and everything, and kind of how to place it on your head and how the lenses work and everything. So read your instructions. But a couple of things that was kind of tricky. So putting in the batteries was a little bit tough. See this chin part? This piece actually... See, and I can't get it to pop out, but this chin piece actually comes off. So there's 2 screws in here. You probably can't see because of the lighting. But there's 2 screws in here, one right there, one right there. If you unscrew that, it loosens this up so where you can get this chin piece out. And then inside there is a battery compartment. Oh, there it is. Actually, you pop it out. You don't need to do it. So inside there is the battery compartment. Now, the tough thing with that is it's a very small space in there. So very, very tight space in there. So you unscrew it, so you need a Phillips head, and then it's difficult to really get this in. So I had to pry it with the screwdriver. You want to be careful how you do it up against this plastic, because if you damage that, it's going to show from the front. So you want to be very careful how to do that. You put in your 3 AA batteries, and then it's a little tricky to get this down and push the one battery into place to be able to get this cap on. It's a little tedious, so just be careful with that. And then you could put the chin piece back on. See that? And I did it too far, so now it's... Dang it. See, and I can't fix that. I have to unscrew these 2 screws here to loosen this front faceplate and get that chin back in place. But I'll do that later. We'll kind of move on as we go through this review. So the lenses are pretty cool. They have kind of a reflective look to the lenses. So not bad. At first I was a little worried because they didn't go down all the way. They were kind of up. And I figured it out. This button, you have to really press that button to where it sticks to get the lenses up, and then that automatically turns on the lights, so you can see how it glows, and it has that glowing effect. It doesn't stay solid, which I thought it would, but it does not. So you can see how it kind of pulsates and everything. And then there's another button on the side, and I'll show that when I turn the lights back on, for the lights. So it's kind of constant there, but it still kind of flickers, and you see a little pulsatingness kind of throughout, which I kind of like, because in the movie that vibranium energy wasn't constant. It wasn't kind of in a solid state. You know, it would fluctuate, and it kind of had that glow effect too. So I really like the way that looks there. And then it does that and turns off on its own. But let's get the lights back on. So really cool there. Now to get the lenses back down, you push it and the lenses drop all the way, and it turns the lights back on again. But again, you really have to push that button in to get those lenses to pop up there. So I did put this on earlier, and it is super hot in this one. It is a very tight fit compared to like the Star-Lord helmet and the Iron Man helmet. So just kind of be careful with that. But there's some good padding in there though, that's for sure. So really cool Wakandan design. Not a whole lot of paint. You got some silver paint here on the side. Here on the front, you got some of the silver kind of line work throughout, and then the lighting has that kind of that Wakandan design on it, which is really cool. This button I don't like because it really sticks out. You know, I wish it was a little bit in, kind of like the light button there. It's really flush with that design, whereas here on the side, this one really sticks out, and I don't really like that so much. But I mean, I see why, because you really have to get to push that button in. So I mean, it's not terrible, but that's the way it is. So looking at the lighting, you can see that the padding is in there quite nicely, and it can be adjusted. You want to look at the instructions on how to adjust it, but basically it's just Velcro, and you can kind of move it around as you see fit. So it's nice soft padding that's in there and throughout, but it's definitely a tight fit. And it just kind of opens in the back. So when you fit it on your head, you can open it up that way, and it doesn't open up a whole lot. So then you fit your head in there, and then it's actually pretty difficult to get closed once it's on there, unless I just have a huge head and it just won't fit for me. But there it is, the Black Panther helmet. So really cool. $100, typical like all the other roleplay items. I think the $100 is worth it, but if you can find a sale, go for it. Like me, I saved $15. It really sent me over the edge to get it and pick it up now versus waiting later. I don't like to play the long game on too many items. I was going to for this, but with that 15 bucks and I saw it in front of me, I said, you know what? Let me just get it. I'll get it now and check it out and show it to you guys. So there it is, the Black Panther helmet. Really cool. I love it. If you guys got any questions, let me know down in the comments below. Hit that thumbs up if you guys like the video. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. And as always, thank you for watching.